Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling a universal household frustration, the dreaded clogged drain. I mean, we've all been there, right? You're standing at the sink, the water is pooling up, and you just want a quick, easy fix. But if you share your home with a furry friend, that split-second decision of what to pour down the sink actually requires a bit more thought. So we're breaking down the absolute best practices for pet-safe drain cleaning, pulling essential insights straight from the experts at Dr. Drain. Think about this for a second. What happens when your cat, because you know they will, inevitably jumps up to inspect that clogged sink? Or when your dog wanders into the bathroom right after you've poured a heavy-duty cleaner down the tub? Our companions don't wear shoes, and they certainly don't understand the concept of toxic chemicals. They explore the world by sniffing, licking, and walking directly onto treated surfaces. Because of this, standard drain cleaning products are suddenly a virtual minefield for pet owners. Okay, let's dive into our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1. The hidden drain danger. 2. Green light, safe solutions. 3. Red light, toxic hazards. 4. Yellow light, DIY myths. 5. Safe cleaning protocols. And finally, 6. Knowing when to stop. Kicking things off with Section 1, the hidden drain danger, protecting pets. We really got to establish why standard drain cleaning requires a completely different approach the minute you bring a pet into your home. Common drain products are aggressively formulated. They're designed to just obliterate organic matter quickly. But here's the thing. The fumes they release don't just stay in the pipes. They waft right up into your home. What might just smell like a strong chemical odor to us standing 5 or 6 feet off the ground can actually cause serious respiratory and physical harm to a curious dog or cat who's right down at floor or counter level. Their respiratory systems are super sensitive, and these products can severely irritate their airways or even damage their skin on contact. Moving right along to Section 2, green light, safe solutions, pet-friendly fixes. Fortunately, it's not all doom and gloom. There are highly effective ways to clear your drains safely. So the crucial point is that enzyme-based drain cleaners are generally your absolute best pet-safe category. Instead of relying on violent chemical reactions to burn through a clog, these products use biological action. They introduce naturally occurring enzymes and bacteria into the drain to literally eat away at the organic matter, stuff like hair, food residue, and grease. And because they don't rely on strong corrosives, they don't produce those harsh toxic fumes. The trade-off? Well, you kind of have to be patient. You need to use them exactly as directed, and the wait time is often longer than with instant chemical openers. But for your pet's safety, that extra time is entirely worth it. Now, biological action isn't your only green light. Let's look at mechanical solutions. We're talking about the trusty plunger, a simple sink strainer, or a drain snake and auger. Comparing these physical tools against pour and wait chemicals is literally night and day for pet owners. Mechanical solutions physically remove the obstruction without introducing a single chemical fume into the air. For minor clogs, relying on physical tools or simply keeping up with regular hair removal using a strainer is vastly superior when you have pets roaming around the house. That brings us to Section 3, red light, toxic hazards, what to avoid. Now, we really need to put the brakes on and look at the specific materials you must avoid at all costs to protect your furry family members. If you look under your sink right now and see products based on these chemicals, you've got to exercise extreme caution. You absolutely want to skip chlorine bleach-based cleaners, which generate vapors that are highly hazardous to a pet's respiratory tract. Skip ammonia-based cleaners, which are incredibly irritating and potentially toxic depending on exposure. And for sure, avoid highly caustic lye or strong acids. These don't just produce irritating fumes, they can cause severe, immediate burns if they splash up onto a pet's paws or fur. And this brilliantly illustrates one of the most urgent directives from the experts. Literally never mix drain cleaners with other household products. This includes other cleaners you might just have sitting under the sink. Mixing bleach with ammonia or combining different commercial drain openers can literally create toxic gas clouds right inside your home. Accidental combinations create the most dangerous fumes of all, and your pets are absolutely the most vulnerable to them. Let's shift gears to Section 4. Yellow light, DIY myths, specifically baking soda and vinegar. We have all seen those viral internet hacks featuring common pantry items, right? The classic science fair volcano right in your sink. Well, let's inject a little reality into the situation. While it's true that these ingredients are generally way safer to have around the house, they're not a substitute for true clog clearing. Yes, they're okay for deodorizing a mildly smelly drain, but that fun, fizzy chemical reaction is honestly mostly just messy. It won't reliably clear out a solid hairball or break down hardened grease the way enzymes or a mechanical snake will. Don't expect pantry staples to fix a fully blocked drain. Honestly, the absolute best way to handle clogs is to stop them from forming in the first place. Proactive prevention is your best friend here. Capture hair with a strainer before it drops down the drain. Take a paper towel and wipe away heavy grease from your pans into the trash before you ever rinse them in the sink. And use those safe enzyme-based cleaners periodically to keep buildup at bay. Simple, safe habits are gonna win every time. All right, on to section 5, safe cleaning protocols, protecting pets at home. Let's move to get and see how this builds into an essential checklist, because even when you're using gentler products, you still need a strict safety routine when animals are around. 1. Read the label for pet precautions and contact time. 2. Ventilate. Pop those windows open and run the exhaust fans to clear any lingering odors. 3. Prevent pet access. Close the doors and block off the bathroom entirely while the product works. 4. Rinse the area thoroughly once the time is up. And 5. Wash your hands immediately after handling any products or tools. If your pet is a chronic surface licker, do not let them back into that room until you're absolutely certain the sink or tub is fully rinsed and bone dry. Finally, section 6, knowing when to stop when DIY fails. Look, sometimes no matter how hard you try, DIY methods hit a solid brick wall. If the drain is fully backing up, producing deeply persistent odors, or you're dealing with repeated clogs in the exact same spot, pouring more product down the drain is actually just going to worsen the problem and increase the chemical residue. This is where we need to get very serious. If you are ever trying to clear a drain and you notice your pet displaying any of these signs, drooling, vomiting, coughing or wheezing, pawing frantically at their mouth, extreme lethargy, or sudden breathing trouble, stop what you're doing immediately. Do not pour another drop of anything. You need to seek veterinary advice right away. And frankly, it's time to just call a professional plumber to handle the drains safely. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is just how practical this tip is for an emergency. If you even suspect your pet has been exposed to a drain cleaner, keep the product label or the packaging right in your hand. Bring it to the vet or have it ready when you call animal poison control. Knowing exactly what chemical compounds were involved saves crucial, sometimes literally life-saving time at the vet clinic. So as we wrap up today's explainer, I want to leave you with this question to chew on. Are your current cleaning habits putting your best friend at risk? By consciously choosing biological enzymes over harsh corrosives, relying on mechanical tools like snakes and strainers, and implementing basic safety protocols, you can easily maintain clean drains without turning your home into a hazard. It might just be time to open up that under-sink cabinet, toss the toxic stuff, and totally revamp your plumbing toolkit for the sake of your pets. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next one.